Hey, welcome to Lunch with Lee. Today we're talking about something that's come up 2, 3, 4 times this or last week alone, which is fireplaces smelling. And there's two different types of smells in fireplaces. One is when it's not being used, and one is when it is being used. So today we're really talking about when it's not being used, because that's what's popped up most recently. And even enough where we have customers that have soot in their house, that have ashes in their house. And that comes from primarily one thing, which is let's go back a little bit. When you use a fireplace, there's going to be soot inside of it. Creosote, soot, there's a lot of different names and they mean slightly different things. But for a homeowner, it's basically the same thing. The inside of your fireplace is going to get dirty. And after it's dirty, even after we sweep it, because we don't clean it, we sweep it, it's going to have some stuff in it still. So anytime air comes down your chimney and into your house, it is going to stink. So I'll make a case that any used fireplace stinks. All of them do. The question is does air go into your fireplace and up like hot air rising and it stinks to the outside of your house? Or does it come down your chimney and into your house and you smell it inside of your house? That truly is the problem. And yes, we can sweep it, we can clean stuff up, we can make the air coming through the chimney smell better, but it's not going to be sweet smelling and it's not going to be healthy to breathe. So it's vitally important that air goes into the fireplace and then up and out. In order for that to happen, you have to have air inside the house, enough air to go up and out. And what we see, especially in our market, is often we don't. Meaning the inside of your house has negative pressure, or it's kind of under, it doesn't have enough air. It's kind of under a vacuum where and it's pulling air down your chimney and into your house. Anytime that air makes that passage, it's not going to smell good. So we've tried air fresheners, we've tried everything else. It's not going to smell good. So the key is if you crack a window or a door, usually you're adding extra air to your house. Now air is going to go up and out and your smell's going to go away. You think it's because you put fresh air to the house, and that's partially true. But the reality is the flow of air is reversed inside your chimney and is going to the outside. So what makes your house under that kind of negative pressure vacuum? Usually it's your heating and air conditioning system, because there's lots of stuff that takes air out of your house, like your dryer vent, which we work on all the time, like the hood for your stove pulls air out of your house. Even your toilets, when you flush them, they pull air out of your house. What replaces that air? It used to be, if you go back to a while ago, you had cracks underneath your doors, your windows leaked, and air flowed in through that, which replaced that air. As we get tighter and tighter houses, it starts to pull through the chimney, down the chimney and into your house, and it stinks. So if you just crack a window, often that goes away. So what do you do without cracking windows, without cracking doors? How do you fix this problem? And it comes down to HVAC guys, heating and air conditioning guys. They have to design the system to cycle in enough fresh air to account for all the appliances that need air and your chimney when it's working for air to go in and up. So that's the ultimate solution, is heating and air conditioning guys putting in what are called fresh air returns, meaning it doesn't just suck air from your house in order to heat it or cool it, but it also sucks air from the outside too, because if we're recycling the same air over and over and over again, it's not as healthy. Cycling fresh air into the mix is a much healthier thing. So that's the ultimate solution. Call us. We can diagnose the problem. We can sweep it. We can try to clean it up. But as long as air's coming down there and into your house, that's an issue. Now, it's a different issue. It can be the type of wood you're using. Is it wet? Is it dry? How did you preheat the venting system before you started so that air is going up? Because if you have that negative or vacuum situation inside your house and you light a fire, guess what's going to happen? Immediately, as air comes down your chimney, it's going to send smoke into your house. And you're set up to fail. That's what we always recommend if you're burning wood, to light a little bit of newspaper or something, kind of hold it up in the damper to preheat the system. Make sure that the smoke coming from that torch or whatever you're burning actually goes up before you light the wood. Because if it's coming into your house and you light the wood, it's all going to come into your house. So it will save you a lot of drama to actually make sure that it's venting correctly before you light your heat source, your wood. So call us. There could also be other stuff going on that's wrong with your fireplace. If you have any cracks, holes in the venting system, it can cause that. If your cap's not correct, it can cause that. There's all kinds of things that can cause your fireplace is not drawing correctly when you're using it. So give us a call. We can diagnose any of these problems, but that's some of the ways fireplaces stink. Also, another one, water leaks. If your chimney has mold on the outside of it, if it's got holes in the mortar, if the siding is leaking, there's lots of things that can make it stink. And it's a different type of stink. It's like a moldy thing. But we see it all the time, especially in our market. So this goes back to correct maintenance. If you're having it inspected yearly, we can catch these things. We can stop them from happening. We can also remediate some of these situations before they become big repairs. So make sure that you are doing everything you can in order to properly maintain, to fix some of this stuff. And if you're having troubles, call us, schedule an actual in-person appointment, and we will help you the best we can every time.